welcome back to Chhandam. As the lightning strikes and the thunder rolls, the monsoon is finally here. Few artists could hear the rain the way Gurudev Rabindranath Tagore did. Tagore wrote, "Clouds come floating into my life, no longer to carry rain or usher storm, but to add color to my sunset." This line is from his poem Stray Birds. It means that past hardships, sorrows and storms are no longer seen as threats or causes of pain. Instead, they have transformed into beautiful experiences and memories that add depth, color and richness to the later stages of life, the sunset. Tagore uses clouds as a metaphor for the events and challenges that pass through our lives. While clouds are traditionally associated with rain and dark storms, the quote conveys a powerful shift in perspective and personal growth. For him, the cloud-laden monsoon was never just a season. It was longing waiting at a window. It was joy of reunion after separation. It was devotion, nature, romance, solitude and the eternal rhythm of life itself. Across more than 2000 songs, Tagore transformed the changing moods of the seasons into music. Among them, his monsoon compositions remain some of the most profound expressions of Indian poetry and melody. So today, Anirban and I shall journey into the rains through the music of Gurudev Rabindranath Tagore. Ready, Anirban?
Yes, ma'am.
Great. In Bengal and throughout India, the arrival of rain is almost sacred. After months of scorching summers, the first monsoon showers awaken rivers, forests, villages, birds and people alike. Tagore grew up surrounded by this very landscape and later immersed himself in the natural beauty of Shantiniketan. The rain became one of his greatest muses. Sometimes it symbolized divine grace. Sometimes it reflected the loneliness of waiting. Sometimes it celebrated the overflowing abundance of life. Each shower carried an emotion, and Tagore gave that emotion a melody. Unlike traditional classical composers who worked strictly within the framework of one raga, Tagore blended Hindustani ragas with Bengali folk music, Baul traditions, devotional music and even Western harmonic ideas. Many of his monsoon songs drew inspiration from the ragas traditionally associated with rain or deep emotional expressions, including Meg, Miya Malhar, Gaud Malhar, Des, Khamaj, etc. These ragas lend his songs their distinctive atmosphere, sometimes gentle and meditative, sometimes filled with thunderous intensity. There's this beautiful composition which I'd like to present to you. Aaji jhoro jhoro mukhoro badolo dine, Aaji jhoro jhoro mukhoro badolo dine, jani ne কিছুতে কেন যে মন লাগে না, ঝরো ঝরো মুখরো বাদল দিনে, এই চঞ্চল সজল পবন বেগে উদ্ভ্রান্ত মেঘে মন চায় ওই বলাকার পথখানি নিতে চেনে, আজি ঝরো ঝরো মুখর বাদল দিনে, আজি ঝরো ঝরো মুখর বাদল দিনে. Perhaps one of Tagore's most celebrated monsoon songs, this composition captures the exuberance of a rainy day.
Absolutely, ma'am. The line roughly translates to, "On this day of ceaseless eloquent rain, I don't know why I'm unable to concentrate on anything. As the moist cloud rush in, my heart yearns to know the path that Jeez has taken. Rather, portraying rain as a melancholy, Tagore celebrates the unstoppable energy.
I'm sure you've noticed that the rhythm imitates falling raindrops while the melody flows with effortless movement. The song invites us to surrender to nature's joyous chaos and reminds us that renewal often arrives through storms. I'm reminded of another composition by Gurudev, this time set in Rag Des. Esho shamolo shundaro, esho shamolo shundaro, ano tabo tapo hara trishara shango shudha, birohini chahiya ache akashe shamolo shundaro, esho shamolo shundaro.
The composition is both devotional and romantic. The beloved may be nature, the divine, or a human companion. The beauty lies in its openness.
Anirban, I am reminded of yet another composition which goes jhoro jhoro borishe bari dhara. Jhoro jhoro borishe bari dhara, hai patho bashi, hai goti heno, hai griho hara. Jhoro jhoro borishe phire bayo, ha share da জনহীন অসীম প্রান্তরে রজনী আধারা, হায় পথবাসী, হায় পথিহীন, হায় গৃহহারা.
Roughly translated, the song means ceaseless is the downpour of rains that wears the sky, alas from the forsaken, alas from the homeless wanderer. The shriek of the wind dies away the sobs and the sky, calling to someone across the pathless and the deserted wild. The night is hopeless and dark. Tagore's poetry is timeless, fitting seamlessly into any generation. Much like the monsoon, it leaves an impact everywhere, drowning rural fields and waterlogging city streets, bringing our routine to a halt. Here, rain almost becomes meditative.
The steady repetition of rainfall mirrors the rhythm of contemplation. Instead of excitement, the music creates some kind of inner stillness. Nature speaks softly, inviting the listener towards introspection. The song beautifully illustrates Tagore's belief that external nature and the inner self are reflections of one another. Tagore's rain songs are remarkable because they never describe weather alone. Rain becomes emotion, clouds become memory, thunder becomes longing, and the wind becomes conversation. His music allows every listener to discover their own story within the season. This universality expresses why more than a century later, his monsoon songs continue to be performed across India, Bangladesh and many other countries in concert halls, homes, schools, festivals and especially whenever the first rains arrive.
Yes, ma'am. So I have been to Shantiniketan and I have always seen students over there like studying under the open air, and something which I learned over there is that Tagore always encouraged students to learn beneath open skies. The changing season become a part of the education itself. Music, poetry, dance and nature is inseparable.
Even today, seasonal festivals celebrate the arrival of rains through Rabindra Sangeet, preserving Tagore's vision that learning should remain deeply connected to the rhythms of the natural world. Rabindranath Tagore once wrote not merely about the rain but from within. In yet another song, he writes about where the earth and the sky meets. The song is called Dharoniro Gaganero Milanero Chhande, and it goes like this. Dharoniro Gaganero Milanero Chhande, Chhande badolo batash mate, malotiro gandhe gandhe, উৎসব সভা মাঝে শ্রাবণের বীণা বাজে, শিহরে শ্যামল মাটি প্রাণের আনন্দে আনন্দে, শিহরে শ্যামল মাটি প্রাণের আনন্দে আনন্দে, বাদল বাতাস মাতে মালতীর গন্ধে গন্ধে, দুই কুলাকুলিয়া ধীর বিবঙ্গে, নাচন উঠিল জেগে নদীর তরঙ্গে তরঙ্গে, কাঁপেছে বনে রহিয়া বরষানে, মুখরিয়া বিজলি ঝুলিয়া ওঠে নব ঘন মন্দ্রে মন্দ্রে, বিজলি ঝুলিয়া ওঠে নব ঘন মন্দ্রে মন্দ্রে, বাদল বাতাস মাতে মালতীর গন্ধে গন্ধে.
The song means, in the rhythm of the union of earth and sky, the monsoon breeze becomes intoxicated with the scent of malati flowers. In the festive gathering, the lute of Shravana, the monsoon month plays, and the green earth shivers with the surges of life.
Tagore heard melodies in thunder. He discovered poetry in clouds. He found hope in every drop that touched the earth. His monsoon songs remind us that nature is not outside us, it lives within us. Perhaps that is why every time the first rains arrive, somewhere in Bengal, a Rabindra Sangeet begins to play. And suddenly, the monsoon is no longer just a season, it becomes magic. Thanks for being with us, and see you soon in yet another wonderful episode of Chhandam.